Hello and welcome to my Fab Fancy Glam's new video. I'm going to be continuing to fill in this mandala. I would get you guys closer to the mandala if it wasn't for the fact that the way my camera is positioned, it's already lower than I would like it to be. I will state, I don't mind filling in mandalas and other coloring book pages. But I wish I was in a calmer state right now. But I'm kind of glad I'm drawing something that doesn't take very much thought. Because I just had to deal with a very stressful moment of misunderstandings because nobody knows how to talk to each other in my group chat. And everyone was at each other's throats for no reason other than there was a bunch of misunderstandings. I cannot physically be attracted to men ever. Never will. Never can. But for some reason, both of our significant others, me and one of my moderators, apparently thought we had too much of a connection. I'm sorry, we're just a couple of bros. I don't know. We have big dick energy and somehow get along because of it. But I did say I'd let off on some of the jokes and be a little less nice. I mean, I originally was only nice to them because I saw that I could earn things. Because, like any online influencer type person, you're doing it for the money originally, yeah. I mean, I like sharing my art. That's my favorite part. But at the end of the day, if I could sell my art or be having people pay for commissions from me and stuff, I'd rather that so that people would let off my back about making money. My family is very money oriented, very money hungry. But I'm also trying to survive, and you need to survive. And to be able to do the things that I do, if I made money from it, then my family wouldn't complain so much about me actually having a hobby. I make content so that my family won't complain about my hobbies. Because otherwise, I'd just be sitting in a room by myself, talking to myself for hours as a form of relaxation. If I can't earn from something, they don't want to hear about it. They don't want to see it too much. Hobbies are only really useful if you make something from it. That's why my dad started doing karaoke and stuff and making money from it from bars. And he learned how to play the guitar so that he could have a sit-down, easier job. Because he couldn't handle his physical labor job as much as he used to. I don't like my physical labor job. Not because I hate the people or that it's difficult. It's because I'm physically in a lot of pain. I spend a lot of time in pain. And doing too much is very painful. Which is why I try to for things. Not necessarily because I need it, but to show that it's worth my time. If people are giving me money and or paying for things for me, it proves that it's worth it to make content or to do my little silly videos. Instead of just a relaxation method. Because that's what it originally was. It was for relaxation. Yes, I did ask for money for it. From some people that I knew had the money. But not necessarily because I was desperate for it. But because I knew I didn't feel bad about them giving me money, since I knew they had the money. And also because it proved that I was earning something from my hard work. It was my form of proof that what I'm doing is worth the effort. Which, technically, according to my parents, still isn't enough. They want to see me earn more. Which is why I work at my actual day job every single day. My dream is to be a therapist. I'll gladly be a therapist to any person. But I also wouldn't want them to pay out of pocket for therapy. I'd rather their insurance cover the therapy for them instead. But I also believe everyone needs a therapist. Even therapists need therapists. All of us need to rely on each other to feel better. Which sucks because when I'm helping people, some people think I'm flirting or overstepping boundaries. But I don't know how to tell them that I'm just trying to make sure that they can be a better person for themselves and for others. Without saying, I'm just doing this for the money. Because I'm doing it for both the monetary gain and the emotional gain of I see a person doing better. The original reason I helped them wasn't really for the money. I didn't think they'd ever give me money. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't believe they would. I didn't believe anyone would buy me costumes or give me gifts if I decided to help them. I mean, sure, I was hopeful people would help me out if I helped them out, but I would have helped them out even if they couldn't afford it. Because I like helping people through things. But how do I say that I like helping people without it seeming like I'm trying to steal this woman's husband? I'm not even remotely interested in that. I just like making people do better in life. Is that so hard to believe? That you can be a good person without wanting something in return? But it's really hard to put that into words without seeming like I'm trying to do something more. Jealousy is a weird thing to fight against. Because you have to act like you're being an asshole to them or that you don't care about them as a person. I care about everyone, yes. but I have to pretend like I didn't do that just to see them be a better person and to see the world be a better place and see people being healthier and happier in general. But it's hard to put that into text for me, but it's easier for me to say it in words for some reason. I just want people to be better to each other, better for each other. I want to see people be healing from their traumas and pain without expecting anything like monetary gain. Sure, money is nice to have. It means I get to enjoy better food. It means I get to pay off student debt and bills. I don't have very many bills because my dad is a good man and wanted me to have an easier life. But it's difficult being nice to people without them expecting more from you. I don't understand expectations. And I don't understand people. I've always been in this limbo with I don't know what to do to make it seem like I am not trying to get anything else out of a person. I didn't care if they sent me money or not. They didn't have to. Sure, I asked. Because I saw no harm in asking a question or asking for things. I never have. I've been spoiled my whole life. I mean, I've always grew up spoiled, given things if I asked. So I never saw any harm in asking from people. But I never expected anything because I didn't believe I deserved anything in the first place. Because I never did anything to deserve it. I saw helping them with their mental state as just another thing that I could do. I didn't need anything from it. And now I feel bad for even asking for anything for it. Because it made the wife jealous. And I didn't mean for that. I just wanted him to treat her better. And for everyone to feel better in themselves and more confident in themselves. I mean, I wanted to help her pick out outfits and stuff and actually take care of herself a bit more because she has kids and people tend to forget about the mother when they have kids. Sometimes caring too much about people makes you look like you're trying to flirt. And I don't understand the concept of flirting in the first place. I've never flirted with a person on purpose. I've made dirty jokes, sure, but it's not flirting to me. It never was. Never understood flirting. I mean, that's probably why some people sent me dick pics when I was younger, because I didn't know why they were sending them. I'm naive, and I always have been, and I really don't want to be anymore. So I try to villainize myself, make myself look like I'm just a greedy bitch. Because in hopes that they might just not be jealous of me and just see me as a person looking for a cash grab. Even though I didn't even want the money in the first place. Sure, it was nice, but I would have just spent my own money if they didn't give it to me. I I don't like it when people give me things usually. I even, like, reject money from my own dad when he tries to give me things or help me, but I think I've hurt his feelings too when I say, "No, please don't." I don't understand boundaries, and it's really frustrating. And I wish people understood mine. I wanna learn how to be like everyone else, 'cause I'm already trapped in my own head. Before my girlfriend thought I was flirting with someone when I really didn't think I was. I wanna be able to dress up pretty in general, and without being assumed that I'm looking for someone. I dress up for me usually, and I like my different outfits. I wanna show them off to, like, my friends, being like, "Look how cool this outfit is." Because I'm really proud of the outfit that I put together. Because I never dress up, not even in general. But I'm dressing up for me, usually, because I don't like dressing down all the time, it's boring. I like having fun, that's why I cosplay in the first place. People assume things, and I just find it makes me feel gross. Sometimes I can't even stand to look at myself in the mirror because people just assume things about me that I don't even believe or see in the first place. It makes me feel gross. Why are people so dirty-minded? Why do they always assume the worst of people instead of the best? It hurts. At least this helped get my thoughts sorted. I mean, it is why I draw in the first place. Sometimes you need a good cry. I didn't even realize how much it hurt my feelings until I said it out loud. How everyone fighting really affected me. All of the assumptions, all of the people assuming there's lies. I always assumed the best of people. Like, no, they weren't looking at me like that. But now that I know that they might have, it makes me feel gross. Some days I just don't want to wear anything nice. Even at work, I try to wear multiple layers and baggier clothes because I don't want people looking at my body in a sexual way. I wish I was ugly so that people wouldn't look at me twice or try to stare. People like that make me hate my face so much. Even when I was younger, a lot of men would make me feel like this too, where I'd just be so disgusted by myself for existing because I never wanted to be an object of desire. It's disgusting. Like, I can't feel confident or attracted attractive at all because people around me just decide to make opinions about me for me. Makes me hate my body. It also makes me wish I was born a man. Because at this point, if I was a man, I'd probably be in a better situation. Sure, men get treated worse on average, but you know what? People tend to leave them alone. People tend to not just assume that you're trying to steal someone if you just want to make friends. And it's not like women try to be friends with me anyway. Only men try to be friends with me. At least if I was a man, I'd have friends. Because I know I'm cool. I know I'm really awesome. When I say men are simple, it's because I think a lot like a man, because I was raised by one, basically. Can we just treat people as people and not think of anything deeper than that? Can we just have friends? I never had friends. And I just wanted friends. I just wanted people I could talk about things with, like art and video games, memes. Someone I could make dirty jokes with without assuming that I wanted to fuck them. Can I just have that? That's why I just never wanted a relationship in the first place. It's because I can't trust people to not be attracted to me. That I'm not attracted to. I can't trust people to just want to be friends. I had the same problem with some of the women that I was friends with. I had friends back in middle school that ended up wanting to date me and being attracted to me, despite me not being attracted to them and just wanting to be friends with them. That is a recurring thing that happened multiple times with multiple people. I'm not allowed to have friends, I guess. Which sucks, because I can find people cool without wanting to spread my legs, you know? Because I never think about that. That's not really on the forefront of my mind. Sure, I make a lot of dirty jokes. It's to compensate for the fact that I do not feel sexual feelings. I can feel romantic feelings. but not sexual ones. I never have. I love seeing other people be happy. That is very fulfilling for me. But they don't have to be naked for that. Maybe I'm just destined to be alone. Which sucks because I actually really love my girlfriend. It's the first time I ever let myself feel any form of romantic emotion towards someone. Don't get me wrong, beautiful woman. But I don't need to get off. I know that her lack of okay feelings stems from a lot of systemic trauma, which is why I am like, oh well, I get it. You have trauma. Whatever makes you comfortable. But not feeling like I'm understood or that I can't just freely talk to people because they're just gonna assume things from me. I'm just gonna try to make them think I'm an awful person, I guess, because I would rather them leave me, even though it hurts, than for them to hurt themselves further, you know? But I think his wife really just needs a group of regular friends. My God, does she constantly attack? She's avoidant of issues, doesn't speak about her problems, and she hurts herself in the process. I want to see her do better, and I want to see her heal. And there's so many misunderstandings between her and other people because she doesn't speak. Love her, but my goodness, talk so that you can understand people. I mean, she is right, though, about her, like, husband being a little bit of a pig. But, like, he has a higher sex drive than her. That's not inherently his fault. But I feel like she should be the one in control of all of those conversations. I feel like she should be the one making all the plans for anything. Like, here, you're at the driving wheel. You control this. But I also think it's partly because she has kids and that ruined everything for her. Sometimes having kids can ruin your ability to, like, want to sleep with your significant other. It can make it so you want to keep your legs closed forever. Usually when your brain is in that state, though, it's because you're overwhelmed. Which is okay. and understandable. But he really just wants to see his wife be pretty and happy and feel like he's doing good, which is okay. Both of these are my moderators, by the way. But their fights really hurt. Makes me feel like I'm talking to my parents after they fought. Just like, just talk to each other, and they're like, no. And I'm just like, but why though? I feel really exhausted now because I just cried. I don't know how much this was crushing me. I'm a very emotional person, but I don't really let them show. And I don't really talk about my own feelings in chat because I don't believe it matters how I feel if everyone else is hurting for a reason that I don't understand. Then I can't help them, and that hurts. It's because I just feel like I can't help people, I guess. I just wish people wouldn't want more. Can't you just feel content where you are? Maybe that's my problem. I'm very content with how things are. That I don't expect things to change or people's emotions to change. But I don't think anything changed. I think they just never said how they initially felt. So it wasn't like it was a change in emotion, just them not being aware of their emotion until it grew to be uncomfortable for them. Which I get that, if that's what really happened. Because I never know what I'm feeling initially. I mean, a person can ask me right now, do you feel happy or sad? And I'd say I have no clue if I'm even feeling anything. And they'd say, you're probably depressed. And I'd say I'm probably more at peace with myself, but I'm not. Sometimes when I look into the mirror, I see something absolutely nasty. I see myself as a monster. Which I know a lot of people would disagree with. But just because I know that doesn't mean I feel that. I'm probably gonna bring this up later. Maybe being taught that there's no harm in asking is my biggest problem. I felt too comfortable to ask for things when I shouldn't have. A thing I will never bring up is how I used to have really extremely bad suicidal thoughts. And that's why I can understand people who go through dark times and how I can help them out of those thoughts. Because I've been there. I can empathize with it. I am not capable of pity, but I am capable of empathizing. If I have not been through something, I cannot pity it or feel bad about it. If I've been through something, I won't pity it either. I either feel nothing at all and don't know how to help, or I understand where you've been and will try my best to help. And it's never been because of pity. One of my friends said, no, it's really weird that you don't pity and that you can only empathize. She at one point called me a psycho and said, you're probably psychopathic because you're feeling your emotions through other people. Not sociopathic, don't get them mixed up. Sociopaths can't feel empathy. They can pity. Normal people can feel both pity and empathy. They can feel more. They can feel bad for people. And they can feel with people. Yay. Wow, this has been an emotional video though. Let's hope that never happens again. And I hope everyone in my group chat will start being more honest with each other. Because it's really infuriating and really confusing when they're not. I already struggle with understanding people. Why would they make it harder? I'm kinda glad I'm at a different color though. I finally finished off green. I hope in the next video I'm less emotional. Because I'm really hurt that everyone was fighting. Because I just want people to love each other and care about each other, even if there's no sexual connotation. Because I love my girlfriend, and I'd do anything to see her again, nearby. But for some reason, every time I try to make some semblance of plans, she's still busy. It's to find a way to make time for herself so we can have time for ourselves. Because texting is not enough for me, for people. Just texting a person is not enough. Not enough at all. I want more. I know that sounds greedy, but I want more. Not from anyone else, but I just want her around, physically. There are gonna be tear stains stuck in the paper below me forever now. Usually I try to make a lot of humor out of things and try to be very calm and collected and understanding of others. But how can you be understanding of others when you don't even understand what's happening in the first place? I will let you be aware that I tried multiple times to make plans where I would go and pick up my girlfriend so that we could see each other and hang out and just go on a date. And each time I've been received with a no, sorry, too busy. So she's not allowed to say that I'm not putting in any effort. I'm putting in as much effort as I can despite being so busy. I purposely make time, but I guess it's not at the right time, so it doesn't count. I actually made the last few hours of my shift living hell, finding out everyone was fighting while I was at work. Still don't know what flirting is. How do friends talk to each other? Because my only experience with friendships is people flirting with each other or making fun of each other. No in between. But it was all out of, like, joking, nothing serious. Apparently I'm ruthless, so joking is not on the table. With people. Shit, my phone is off. Anyway, peace, love, have a good day, my fab fams, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.